These 3. Topic: Indian economy and issues relating to planning, mobilization of resources, growth, development and employment. 3. Elaborate upon the factors affecting the GDP growth post the economy's recovery from the disruption caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. Enumerate measures to withstand the current global headwinds and predicted headwinds in the upcoming year and have a sustained rate of growth. 200. Conclude by writing a way forward. Introduction. The latest official GDP estimates show the economy's expansion decelerated in the July to September period, dragged down by year-on-year and sequential contractions in manufacturing and mining and a broad slowdown in private consumption expenditure and government spending. Gross domestic product is projected to have grown by 6.3% from the year earlier period, a sharp deceleration from the 13.5% expansion posted in the first quarter in July to September 2021's 8.4% pace. Body. Various factors that drove the GDP growth and the economic recovery post-COVID. For India, a good run in the agriculture sector plus no stagnation in the railways, freight revenue, power sectors have led to an increased 1% projection. Moreover, the GST collection for FY 2020-21 was record high at the value of 1.24 lakh rupees crore, 1.24 trillion rupees. The exports figures have also seen a huge jump standing at $31 billion. It is a huge increment for the exports which have witnessed a decline for 7 months. The ozone concentration levels, power consumption or labor participation rates have so far remained resilient to the decline in growth. India's vaccination, free and universal vaccination have stopped COVID wreaking havoc in the Indian economy. India was not affected by a third wave and they were all mild cases with less mortality. Global factors that may adversely affect India's GDP. Ukraine crisis. Ukraine grows enough food to feed 400 million people worldwide, which includes 50% of the world's sunflower oil supply, 10% of the worldwide grain supply and 13% of global corn supply. As for now, up to 30% of crop areas in Ukraine will either not be planted or be unharvested this year because of the Russian attack. In addition to this, supply chains from Ukraine have been disrupted, because of the closure of the Black Sea ports and limited ability to transport commodities through the western border. Energy challenges. Russia's invasion of Ukraine has the potential to accelerate the global shift to green energy in the long run, but as for the short term it will have huge consequences on energy price and market structures. Firstly, countries are working on contingency plans as a response to the shortage of oil and gas. The United States, United Kingdom and Canada imposed an embargo on Russian oil and gas imports. The EU is working on plans to decrease dependence from Russian gas and oil by 2024, too. Slowing exports and rising imports. The slowing growth of the manufacturing sector at 4.8% is an area of worry. Also, imports being higher than exports is a matter of concern. Unpredictable weather. There is an uneven monsoon that is likely to weigh upon agriculture growth and rural demand. Rising inflation. There has been continuous rise in inflation about 6% for 7 straight months. The Indian economy faces headwinds from higher energy and commodity prices that are likely to weigh on consumer demand and companies' investment plans. Several key central banks, especially the US Fed, have started tightening their monetary policy in light of the high inflation in the developed countries. This, in turn, will force India's RBI to raise interest rates as well. Steps that are needed to be taken. The government must spend where necessary at this time to alleviate the pain in the most troubled areas of the economy. Announcing a credible target for the country's consolidated debt over the next 5 years coupled with the setting up of an independent fiscal council to put forward on the quality of the budget would be very useful steps. Budgetary resources can be expanded through asset sales, including parts of government enterprises and surplus government land. Conclusion. India as the 5th largest economy in the world has to focus on growth recovery that is more sustainable, and by just drawing satisfaction from just the growth numbers would not do much. India is slowly but surely on the path to economic recovery and investment is the way to sustain this growth momentum.